What's good with y'all niggas, man? Back in this junk. Today, I'm about to tell y'all how the universe works, all right? Because the universe works in mysterious and beautiful ways, all right? So before I get into the video, couple things. We're about to be in a depression. If you want to learn financial literacy, I got a $22 course in my description. If you want to join a community helping people elevate from their current situation, that link is going to be in the description. And if you want to learn your birth chart, all right, everybody know that they got a big 3. If you don't, just DM me on Instagram and I'll show you how real this shit is. If you know your big 3 and you want an in-depth interpretation of it, DM me on Instagram and I can get you a reading. So, how the universe works, bro. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, last week, I made the most money I've made in a week in a while, type vibes, in a while. But I be sports betting, right? I missed on every bet that I placed, all right? So this is going to be a story about discipline and triumph and divine alignment, all right? So my sports betting strategy, right? My sports betting strategy. I'm going to start the week off with $50. All right. If I lose that 50, I'm done betting for the week. Right. So every Sunday or Saturday or Monday, whatever, I'll fund up $50. And then if I see profit, I see profit. If I don't see profit, I'm done betting. Right. So started this year off, lost the $50 the first week of this year, started the year off, lost the $50. So what did I do? I stuck to my strategy and I did not bet until the next week. The very next bet that I placed, win. Next bet, win. Next bet, win. It shows what sticking to a strategy and discipline can do. So boom, that happened. And then I was profitable for the next week. And then fast forward to last week, right? Start the week off. I ask myself, damn, how can I get more sales on my course, bro? Because I know the information that I brought in my financial literacy course is top fucking tier. Nobody can explain shit the way I can. And I know this is information people need to know. So I asked myself in meditation, how am I going to get more sales for my course this week? Because up until that point, I probably only had I think I only had 10 or 11. So asked myself, how can I get more sales? The very next day, that's when I made a video talking about, I had seen somebody talking about the U.S. has reached its credit limit. The U.S. has hit its credit line. And I was like, bro, the U.S. can't hit a credit line. It can't hit a credit limit. That shit triggered me because I kept hearing that shit and people kept believing it. So I made a video explaining how that doesn't make sense and how the U.S. Can never run out of money because the Federal Reserve prints money, et cetera, et cetera. Watch the course or watch the video. So made that video. It went viral as hell. And then last week, I sold 4 times the amount that I had sold before. So there's that. And by just putting people onto the Discord and bringing people into the community, I probably had the most signups last week than I had ever had doing this shit. So I made a lot of money last week. But sports betting, though, my other stream of income, it was miss after miss after miss, bro. But I shouldn't be repeatedly missing shots like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a strategy. So start the week off, lost my $50 off bucks. I lost my $50. But you know what I'm saying? Nigga has some excess money. You know what I mean? Nigga has some excess money. So I was liking what I saw. I was liking what Prize Picks was showing me. I was liking what FanDuel was showing me. So I was like, you know what, nigga? I'm a hit today, bro. I might not have hit yesterday, but I'm a hit today, nigga. Airball. Next day, brick off the backboard. Next day, airball, airball, airball. So I kept on missing, but I should not have kept on playing. You see what I'm saying? I shouldn't have kept taking shots. So I was not being disciplined. And I wasn't sticking to my strategy. I was using money that I could have used for gas, to put gas in the car. Using money that I could have used for fruit. Because I was hungry as shit this weekend. Throughout this week, it's Friday. I was hungry as shit throughout the week. And it's because I didn't have money I didn't have money because I gambled it away. I did not stick to my strategy. I was not being disciplined. So because I was not disciplined, this entire week, I could not go anywhere. I couldn't spend money on nothing. I couldn't place bets. Niggas in the Discord been hitting, but I couldn't play nothing. But this is how the universe works. It's an even trade for trade. So some shit in life has just blown me type vibes. And like that shit, that like what blew me. So to explain this real quick, all right, I'm a Leo. All right, so the animal that I'm represented by is a lion. A lion is very prideful. Leos are very prideful. So a lion is the king of the jungle. A lion is not gonna lick its wounds in front of the rest of the animals in the kingdom, the rest of the animals in the jungle. It has way too much pride. It can't let other animals see it like that. My fucking phone had died. So like I was saying, with the shit that blew me, because I was undisciplined with the excess money that I had and I used it to bet, I didn't have money for gas, I didn't have money for food, and all the money that I had made last week, like I said, I made the most money I had made in a week in a while. All the money that I had made last week, I was not gonna get that money for another week. So I had to go this entire week in the crib, all right? I couldn't pay my phone bill, I couldn't get fruit, I couldn't get food, like I couldn't do shit for the entire week. So everything was just pointing towards just sitting, just rest, all right? Just rest type vibes. Like I couldn't even go to the gym and my shoulders were starting to hurt anyway, so it was really just the energy of just rest, right? So I started this week off and I had the thought like, damn, bro, they gentrified the fuck out of 2K. Like, you're gonna see how this makes sense. They gentrified the fuck out of 2K, and that shit was kind of prevalent on my mind. And I made a YouTube video on it. I hadn't posted it yet because I posted on the wrong channel. But yeah, just 2K in general. You know how 2K got archetypes, right? Different player builds and things of that nature. So this week, while I was on a rest or whatever, I was literally just studying astrology and watching videos about astrology the whole week, bro. And once you really get into it, like astrology, your birth chart is who you are fucking supposed to be. It is your archetype. It is your player build, all right? And just knowing like how I explain things and, you know what I'm saying, who I am, the way, whatever. The way I explain this shit, there's not many people on this planet that probably do the same, my nigga. Like, I always only hear vague explanations with this shit. And, like, just doing some reflection into my life. As a kid, nigga, I loved space, bro. Like, my mom had bought me multiple telescopes type vibes. I loved the planets in space, but it got to a point where the information was just repeating. There wasn't more to learn. Like, okay, Jupiter is the biggest planet. Saturn has rings. Is there any more to it? What more do you know? Type shit, right? What more do you know, nigga? But the information had died out. Like it wasn't anything more to it. So I didn't really care more about space. But here I am, and like, nigga, I know that I'm meant to shine type shit. Leo the sun, I'm meant to shine. I'm meant to shine and literally just be me and etc. But I know for a fact, because I am so good at reading people, like it's always been something that came naturally to, and I've never been able to put it into words until I started learning astrology. I've never been able to put it into words until I started reading astrology. I was just good at reading people and seeing the type of character that you was. But now I can literally put it to words. I can type up a fucking 10-page essay. Send me your birth chart, nigga. I can type up a 10-page essay explaining who you are and why you do the shit that you do. And if you don't do it, it's because, see, like the reason people aren't connected and do not act in their astrological nature is because you start to behave. That's what this world does. You start to behave in a way that fits your environment and your traumas and not like your astrological self. So you'll still embody some of those things, but not as much as you really should type shit. So here I am on Friday. I'm I'm reading people's big three for money now. I'm about to start, like, I'm gonna probably pay somebody on Fiverr to build me a little website, whatever, and have my different prices listed. And like, I'm really about to, like, nigga, this shit is, I don't think I have, like, until this, I didn't have a passion that could really bring me profit, that could really bring me in money. Like, nigga, my passions, I love watching movies. Like, okay, I could break down movies and I can get attention and an audience from it, but am I gonna get paid for it? No. I enjoy making people laugh. I'm good at that, but like, not gonna be a comedian, my nigga. I'm discovering that I have a passion that I was already passionate about in my childhood. But the reason that passion died out was because I thought there wasn't more to it. Now I'm finding that there's more to it, and I'm reigniting that passion within me, you know what I'm saying? So, isn't it crazy how the universe worked to set this up? You see what I'm saying? I had to literally, like, mind you, I was procrastinating on learning astrology and diving deeper into it and being able to read my birth chart for like 2 or 3 months now. Look at everything that had to happen, the thought process I had to come to. I had to go the whole week without money. I had to be able to not pay my phone bill. Like, nigga, I couldn't even hoop in my driveway because my phone would turn off and I couldn't listen to anything. Like, I could still listen to, like, I could still just hoop and not listen to nothing, but nigga, like, I want something playing in my head type shit. My phone couldn't even leave the driveway, my nigga. I had no gas in the tank. I could not eat, my nigga. I couldn't afford food. I had to have something just really piss me off that threw off my energy in the first place. I had to go through so much for me to rediscover something that I was passionate about, and watch how much money I turned this shit into. Watch how many lives I changed doing this shit, nigga. Like, I already did it for my friend Tiana, and she went into it thinking like, this nigga, bro. This nigga about to psychoanalyze me. This nigga about to pull shit out his ass. This nigga about to bullshit. And then she read what I sent her and she was like, wow. She said she almost cried. She said she's about to start her spiritual journey again. She is very grateful for what I did. And she is in extreme shock that I was able to break it down like that and just how real this shit is. So that's how the universe works, bro. That's why you can't look at anything negatively. You cannot look at anything negatively. Like, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Like, I could have been pissed and blown that I had no money to bet while niggas in the Discord is hitting. But you know what? That's just what the universe told me to do for the moment. Sit and watch and do what you need to. Keep studying astrology, my nigga. I could have been blown that I couldn't leave the house, like, at all. I could have been blown about that. But you know what? If I can't leave the house, what can I do in the house? I could have been blown that it was going to take a week for me to receive all the money that I had just made. But you know what? That's how it works. So be it, my nigga. So be it. But everything happened to bring me to this realization, to bring me to this point. And now watch what I turn this shit into, my nigga. And like, if you doubt how real this shit is, nigga, like, look me in my fucking eyes, bro. If you doubt how real this shit is, DM me on Instagram. I'll send you the link to fill out your birth chart. Look me in my fucking eyes, bro. Put up $111.11. Let's put bread on it, nigga. If you so confident this shit isn't real, put your money where your fucking mouth is, bro. I will break your shit down, no homo, and show you how real this shit is. Like, I shit you not. And I am the perfect person for this. I am the perfect person for this. But just look how much the universe had to do to bring me to this realization. The universe works in crazy ways. So yeah, that's the end of the video, Mo. That's the end of the video. Like I said, if you want your shit read, DM me on Instagram. We can get locked in. If you doubt how real it is, DM me on Instagram, nigga. Let me prove you wrong. If you want to learn financial literacy, link in the description. If you want to join a community teaching financial literacy, teaching multiple streams of income, recession-proof skills of income, teaching personal development, link to join is in the description. If you fuck with this video, Like it to get me in the algorithm, comment if it resonated, and subscribe if you fuck with me. And wait, hold up, nah, I'm not done. I'm actually surprised at how many conscious and spiritual and woke people have not dove deeper into astrology. Like, they don't want you to know this shit. They don't want you to know there's pyramids out there. They don't want you to know that there's thousands of pyramids around the world. They don't want you to know that there's shit in the ocean. They don't want you to know that grounding your feet is healthy as hell for the body and releases energy while soaking up energy from the earth. They don't want you to know if you stare at the sun when the sun is going down or when the sun is rising, it is very beneficial for your consciousness and everything, nigga. They don't want you to know so much, and people dive deep. People dive deep into everything that I just said, but you haven't dove deep into astrology, nigga. This is your player build. This is your archetype. By learning this information, you can turn yourself into a 99 overall, nigga. You have certain attribute boosts that you can max out one place and some that are very low somewhere else, just like 2K. And if you understand how to play the game, how to use that archetype, and you max everything out, nobody's guarding you on the court. Nobody's fucking with you. Same thing with this shit, nigga. If you learn what energy you have that makes you good at something, but maybe bad at another thing, and you completely learn yourself like that, you'll know how to play the game of life. Nobody's fucking with you. They know this. That's why they have to tell you the truth, right? But it's gonna be little bits and pieces of the truth. That's why the explanations you see online are so vague. They're so weak. They don't really tell you much. DM me, bro. Let me tell you something about yourself.